What's up, guys? Welcome back to Among the Fence. I am your host, Aaron, or I guess if it's your first time seeing one of my videos, then welcome to The Fence, I guess. A place where I do reviews on albums and singles and EPs, and we could just sit down and talk about all things music. And if you got anything you want me to review, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what it is, and we'll throw it on the whiteboard and we will get you squared away. And on today's music review, we're going to be talking about the new single, Just Like Me, by the band Dragged Under. Dragged Under is a hard rock / punk rock band from Washington. They have one studio album so far, and Just Like You is the first single to be released since then. And they started about 2018, 2019, and they were born from the ashes of another band called Rest Repose, which I happen to be wearing their shirt right now just by coincidence. I've been wearing this all day. I promise I did not plan this. I gotta admit that the first 30 seconds of Just Like Me had me just a little scared that the energy that they brought in their debut album, The World Is In Your Way, was gone, and I am very happy to say that I was wrong. The song starts out with a little bit more hard rock feel than it does more punk rock feel, and it's got some maybe electronic music thrown in there. And like I said, I was just a little scared because their debut album, The World Is In Your Way, was extremely high energy, and that's what I loved about it. You could listen to every single song on there and it was just blowing your face off the whole way through. And the vocals from Tony definitely carry this song. I feel like when he was in Rest or Pose, he was energetically frustrated. I saw him live and he didn't seem like he was having a bad time, but it seemed like he would rather be singing something else in a band that had a lot more energy to it. And I think that with Dragged Under, they just kind of let the reins loose on him. They're just like, just go and do whatever you want to do, Tony. And he's freaking killing it. His highs in this song and his screams and his fries are absolutely insane. And they're just like, they're right on the edge. His voice is just pushed so far and it's really vulnerable. And it sounds so good. I don't know how he does it without hurting himself. I mean, I'm sure he's had a lot of training and warming up and stuff, but it's something I would have never expected from him, especially hearing him sing in Rest or Pose. I just didn't think that he was capable of doing something like this, but he's one of the best vocalists around right now, especially for this style of music. Speaking of which, the music in this track is very drum and bass forward. I do love Ryan Bruce's riffs and his guitar work, but I just wish there was a little bit more. The guitar doesn't really have any shiny moments other than in the bridge. The little bit you could hear his riffs are a little bit more prominent, which the bridge also does have a fantastic scream from Tony as well. But I just wanted a little bit more from the guitar. I've heard Ryan Bruce do all kinds of different crazy riffs on his YouTube channel, and he's got some really good grooves, and I just wanted it to be more prominent. I wanted to hear some really freaking heavy, fat guitar riffs. And I didn't, and that made me sad. Dragged Under isn't really known for having super deep, complex lyrics. They're all pretty simple, easy to understand, but straightforward and relatable at the same time. And I feel like this song is a little bit more personal than it is relatable, in the sense that I feel like maybe Tony's addressing somebody who idolizes him, or maybe it's just in general, just people who idolize musicians when they're just normal, everyday people, and like you or me, people with flaws, just like how the lyrics say, complicated, irritated. Why would you want to be just like me? The only thing keeping me from really loving this song was honestly the music. It was just felt kind of basic. I mean, it wasn't anything like super generic, and it was good. But after listening to the first album and hearing the stuff that Fluff can do in Rest or Pose, I just know that they're capable of doing more. And the drum work was fantastic, and the bass was super solid. So I guess it's mostly just the guitar work. I don't know. I wanted something a little bit more groovy from them, a little bit more, maybe even heavy, some chuggier stuff. Just something with a little bit more rhythm that stood out more than what it did. Like I said, other than the bridge, the guitar work didn't really have any like crazy shining moments where it really stuck out to me at all, really. It was just kind of there, filling in the background spaces, all the little empty cracks and stuff, which is still good, but from these guys, I wanted more. So with all that said, I gotta give Just Like Me by Dragged Under a 3.7 out of 5. But I want to know what you guys think. If you've listened to Just Like Me, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what you thought. If you haven't listened to it yet, I'm going to leave a link for it down in the description below. Go ahead and click on that, listen to it. It's like maybe 3.5 minutes long or something like that, and let me know what you would rate it. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a like. If you didn't enjoy it, feel free to give it a dislike, but at the same time, let me know why you didn't like it. Maybe you think Dragged Under sucks and it deserves a 0, or maybe you think it's the best, it deserves a 5. Or maybe you would just like to see something different from me in my reviews, maybe more in depth in the lyrics, or maybe break down the music points a little bit more and get a little bit more in depth on that. Maybe, I don't know, I'm giving you guys my opinion, so I'd like to hear yours. And if you guys like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. That way you get notified when I upload videos so you don't miss out on any of my future reviews, especially if you leave a comment below letting me know what you want me to review and leaving a request. That way you can see it on the whiteboard, and then you can see the review when it gets uploaded, because there's a couple people who have requested things recently and I make the video for them and they don't see it, and that just makes me sad. And honestly, doing any of those things, liking, commenting, subscribing, any of that stuff helps me out tremendously in my channel and my self-esteem. No, just kidding. But I do appreciate it more than you guys could ever imagine. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch my video, and even if you just watch it and tell me I suck, thank you for letting me know your opinion. Thank you for subscribing and wanting to see more and caring about this thing I'm doing where I'm just sitting here and talking about music. I appreciate it more than you could ever imagine. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.
I was just an ignorant kid relying on my parents' said to sing me.